Just when everyone thought the dust had settled around Martell Holt, a surprising new chapter began, and it left many shocked and confused. There had been whispers floating around for weeks, hinting that things behind the scenes in Martell's life were more chaotic than people realized. But it wasn't until the shocking news broke of Martell being involved in a serious car accident that those whispers turned into loud conversations. At first, the reports were simple: Martell had been in a car accident. But as more details surfaced, it became clear that this wasn't just a fender bender. According to sources, the crash was intense enough to completely destroy the vehicle, leaving it mangled beyond recognition. Pictures from the scene circulated online, showing the car's front end crushed like paper, its metal twisted and deformed. His family members rushed to the accident site as soon as they heard the news. People close to the family described them as overwhelmed, panicked, and deeply worried, not only about Martell's physical injuries, but also about his emotional state. Some insiders whispered that Martell had been struggling with stress for quite some time before the accident happened. It seems like the pressure of living in the public eye, ongoing issues in his relationships, and the heavy responsibilities of parenthood had all piled up, possibly leading to a breaking point. This incident didn't just shake Martell's world, it also served as a wake-up call for many of his fans and followers. It made people wonder if his personal troubles were much deeper than anyone realized. The accident was more than just an unlucky event. It felt like a symbol of Martell's unraveling life, playing out right before the public's eyes. Once the reports about the accident spread, Martell's name started trending online, but for all the wrong reasons. Twitter, Instagram, and other social platforms were flooded with posts, rumors, and endless discussions about what had happened. What began as a few rumors quickly turned into a wildfire of speculation. Reality TV fans, critics, and bloggers all had something to say, even though the actual facts were scarce. Everyone was hoping and praying that Martell would pull through. While it was confirmed that he survived the crash, the state of the car told a grim story. The photos showed the car in such a terrible condition that many could barely believe someone had walked away from it alive. What made the situation even stranger was that Martell's usual flood of social media posts came to an abrupt stop. Known for constantly sharing updates about his life, from business ventures to gym selfies and dad moments with his kids, Martell suddenly went silent. Not a single post, story, or even a comment appeared on his feed. This sudden disappearance only fueled fans' anxiety. Many of his followers began commenting on his older posts, flooding them with messages of support and concern. "Is he okay? We're praying for you, Martell," became a common sight across his timeline. But even with the growing concern, there was no statement from his team, no clarification from his family, nothing. The silence was deafening. In the world of reality, TV information spreads like wildfire, but this time, everything remained eerily quiet. As more people looked at the shocking pictures of the wrecked white car, they began to ask deeper questions. Was this just an accident, or was there something more to the story? Fans started connecting dots from Martell's recent behavior. Just days before the crash, he had gone live on social media and his behavior had been off. He didn't seem like the confident businessman and father people were used to seeing. Instead, he appeared tense, on edge, even paranoid. His words stuck with many viewers, especially when he repeated the same phrase multiple times. "They want to see me fall." The tone in his voice was heavy, almost desperate. Many fans couldn't help but feel uneasy after watching that video. Was he already under intense pressure? Was something going on that his followers didn't fully understand? It left people wondering whether the crash was purely an accident or if something more sinister was at play. To make things even stranger, rumors from supposed eyewitnesses started popping up. They claimed the crash didn't seem like a typical accident. There were no skid marks, No signs of another car being involved, and the vehicle was found at an odd angle on a quiet road. Some internet users went so far as to theorize that maybe Martell had been followed or that someone had tampered with his car. Although there was no solid proof to back up these claims, the timing and circumstances had people's imaginations running wild. As if things couldn't get any more complicated, Martell's ex-wife, Melody Holt, suddenly found herself back in the middle of the storm. This time, however, it wasn't because of their reality TV drama, it was because of legal troubles. Reports started to surface that Melody was facing legal action from a former business partner, and to make things worse, Martell's name also appeared in the court documents as a co-defendant. Despite their divorce, Martell and Melody still had financial ties due to their previous joint ventures, ranging from real estate projects to property management businesses. Their on-screen fame had opened doors to several business opportunities, but it now seemed like those old financial connections were coming back to haunt them. Many fans found the timing of this lawsuit suspicious. Here was Martell, lying in a hospital bed after a near-fatal crash, and at the same time, court documents appeared dragging both him and Melody into a legal mess. The internet exploded with theories and opinions. Some fans rushed to defend Melody, saying she was being unfairly dragged into the situation simply because of her past association with Martell. Others weren't so quick to dismiss the possibility that Melody might have known more than she let on. Interestingly, Melody remained completely silent during all of this. She didn't issue any statements, didn't post anything on social media, not even to acknowledge the prayers and support people were offering for Martell. For someone known to speak her mind and clap back at critics, this unusual silence only made things more suspicious. Was she keeping quiet because of legal advice? Or was there something bigger happening behind the scenes? As the public tried to make sense of all the overlapping events, things took yet another twist. A cryptic post appeared on a private social media account believed to belong to someone close to Martell. The message read, "They try to end you when they can't break you." The post disappeared within minutes, but not before fans captured screenshots and shared them all over the internet. This mysterious post stirred even more speculation. Was this an emotional outburst? Or was someone hinting that the crash wasn't just an accident? Some fans took the post literally, believing it was a sign that Martell thought someone was trying to harm him. Others believed it was simply a frustrated message from someone overwhelmed by everything that was happening. Regardless of its true meaning, the fact that it came from someone close to Martell only added to the dark mood surrounding the situation. How much more could the Holt family take? Martell was fighting to recover, Melody was battling a lawsuit, and both of them had gone silent at the same time. Meanwhile, Martell's family confirmed that he was in stable condition. This was a relief to many, but it was also a reminder of how close he had come to a different outcome. As for Melody, the legal battle she found herself facing could potentially reshape how the public sees her. Fans are now divided into several camps. Some are praying for Martell's recovery and offering support to both him and Melody. Others are pointing fingers, accusing them of hiding something. And a large portion of people are simply confused, trying to figure out how everything went from calm to chaotic so quickly. There's no denying that the public loves a scandal, especially when it involves reality stars. And in this case, the pieces of the puzzle seem to be scattered all over the place: cryptic messages, sudden accidents, lawsuits, and silence from the people involved. All these elements made the situation feel like more than just a coincidence. Was this all just an unfortunate series of events? Or was there a deeper story waiting to be uncovered? No one knows for sure, but as history has shown, the truth has a way of revealing itself eventually. Whether this is the latest chapter in Martell Holt's roller coaster life, or the beginning of something even darker remains to be seen. For now, fans are left speculating, gossiping, and waiting. And if the past is any indication, this story is far from over.